Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and this is where we usually cover true crime, politics and current affairs. But today we are going to venture into the realm of history. I am a bit of a history nerd, so I am indulging myself. But today, with it being Halloween, we are going to discuss the Pendle Witch Trials. The Pendle Witch Trials were a series of witch trials that took place in Lancashire, England in 1612. 12 people were accused of witchcraft and 11 were found guilty and executed. The trials were highly controversial and remain a subject of fascination and debate to this day. The trials began after a local peddler named John Law fell ill and died shortly after being cursed, allegedly, by a young woman named Alison Device. Device was arrested and accused of witchcraft, and she soon confessed to consorting with the devil and harming others. Her confession implicated several other people, including her own grandmother, Elizabeth Southerns, also known as Old Demdike. The accused were brought to trial at Lancaster Castle on August the 18th, 1612. The evidence against them was largely based on confessions which had been extracted under torture. The accused were also subjected to a number of bizarre and archaic tests, such as being pricked with pins to see if they bled, as witches were not supposed to bleed. And they were also weighed against a Bible to see if they were lighter than air, as witches were believed to be able to fly. In the end, 11 of the accused were found guilty and executed by hanging. One of the accused, Elizabeth Device, died in prison before she could be brought to trial. The Pendle Witch Trials were a dark chapter in English history. They were a product of a time when people were deeply superstitious and fearful of witchcraft. The trials were also used to settle personal scores and vendettas. In recent years, there has been a growing interest in the Pendle Witch Trials. Historians have begun to re-examine the evidence and to challenge the traditional view of the trials. Some historians have argued that the accused were innocent and that the trials were a miscarriage of justice. Others, for some reason, have argued that the accused were guilty, but that they should not have been executed. They argue that the trials were unfair and that the evidence against the accused was unreliable. So technically they were found guilty, and they were guilty by the definition of the crime at the time, but as we know, what they are accused of, like consorting with the devil, is not real. Regardless of whether the accused were guilty or innocent, the Pendle Witch Trials remain a tragic and unforgettable episode in English history. They were significant for a number of reasons. Firstly, they were one of the most notorious witch trials in English history. Second, they were the subject of a great deal of public interest and attention. And thirdly, they had a lasting impact on the way that witchcraft was perceived in England. The Pendle Witch Trials also played a role in shaping the development of English law. The trials helped to establish the precedent that confessions obtained under torture were admissible in court. This precedent was used in many subsequent witch trials, and it contributed to the conviction of many innocent people. The Pendle Witch Trials are a reminder of the dangers of superstition and the importance of fairness and justice. They are also a reminder of the importance of critical thinking and skepticism. And as a bit of background, this was during the time of James I of England, who was also James VI of Scotland. He had an obsession with witches. He thought they were trying to get him. So So it was the satanic panic of its time. Unfortunately, I don't think we have progressed much within our culture and society, as we still participate in witch hunts. And witch hunts have no basis in truth and honesty and kindness. And that is what we still do to this day. Whilst we may not try and drown people, we may not burn them at the stake, we do demonise people, we do go after them, and we do cancel them. So we need to learn from our mistakes. And we are not quick enough in doing that because it's been a few hundred years. Today was a bit of a different episode. It's Halloween, and I thought I would indulge my passion for history. You may have heard an alarm go off in the middle of it. I apologise. But if you liked this, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Normally we do cover politics, current affairs and true crime, but now and again I do like to dabble in history. You can also follow me on all the social medias. Come see me over there. You'll get more live updates on news. But otherwise, that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for listening. Bye.